Hey guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Adedini, aka Duns to Do. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for all the love and support so far. If you're a new subscriber, please, you're welcome to the family. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share amongst your friends. Please click on the subscription button now. Thank you. Yes, so today I just feel like I need to balance things up on my channel because I don't want to focus too much on people that are not in Canada yet. I just want to say something too about people that are already, they've gotten their PR, COPR, and they're traveling to Canada soon. So you people should bear with me. Don't say, oh, I don't need it, let me just move. Actually, you need it, because if you have the intention of coming to Canada, you still need it someday. So what you can do is save it, watch it now. You know it already, it's going to be stuck in your brain, or you save to watch later, or you share to anybody, yes, that you know is already planning. It's going to be very useful. You know how I dish things out. I don't give you fake things, right? I give you original information because I'm here. I just feel like, what's the point? Let's help each other. Do you understand? Let's help each other so you won't make some mistakes that I have made. That's why I'm here. So I'm going to be talking about the things you have to do as a permanent resident when you land in Canada. The first thing I would say is the number one thing, please, from the international airport at Toronto, right? Or from the international airport at your home country, is it Lagos, Abuja, or wherever? Please make sure that you have an address of where you are coming to in Canada. That is the first thing. I don't want to know if you don't have an accommodation yet, or you are still looking for a place. Have an address that they can send your PR card. Because for me, right, I was not asked a lot of questions. The guy was just like, how are you? Welcome to Canada. What's your address? And I was like, oh, do you want me to call it, or do you want me to give it to you? And I just sent it, I just showed him my phone, and he copied it out, and he said, oh, welcome to Canada, da 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 da, and that's it. Do you get, imagine at that point, and you're like, what's the address? And you're like, I don't know. Wait, let me. That's when I don't know. That's because those people you have to pray to. They can start probing, asking you for your proof of funds. Yeah, let's see your statement of account. Let's see your account. You get, so you have to be prepared. So that is my number one. I did not even like include it in the list as the number of things that but I just feel like most people don't know. They just say, they are coming. They are coming. Why are you landing? They don't know. So you have to ask wherever you're staying, wherever you are, or you have a friend around. If you're not even going there, the good thing is you can always update it on the app that, oh, I've moved out from this location, I've moved out from this city, now I'm in this place, so please send it. That's good. But at that point, you have to be able to say, oh, I live at number 1 Oshiomole Street. Do you understand? Then the number one before the number one, that was number one before the number one. Now the number one thing is Google Map. I know some people used to have Google Map on their phone because we use Google Map in my country, Nigeria. But if you don't have Google Map, please, I'm begging right now. I think you need to download it because that is your lifesaver. There is no place you are going in this place, especially even if you have a car. What am I saying? I was even saying especially if you don't have a car. Even if you have a car, you need that map because that's where you're going to map your bus. That's where you're going to know your directions. That's where you're going to know places around you, all the places you want to go. The map here, I don't know, maybe because of I'm coming from Lagos, don't say it out, but the map here is the same thing, but this one is more detailed somehow because I can just say something around me and it's like exact, not the one that is in like 600 kilometers away, but it's saying is near you. Do you understand? So make sure and if you don't know how to, use the map, try the basic knowledge, right? Because even me for the bus, to map bus, me, I'm still trying, but I mean, I think I'm better now because at first I was looking at it like this. I was trying to look for the bus because you have to look at the bus number, everything, bus, the stops and everything. And I'm like, God, I beg, I don't want to be lost. Let me not just call and say, please, I don't know where I am. Come and carry me. Do you understand? So you have to know how to use your map. Then the second thing, right, is accommodation, right? You have to already know where you want to stay. If you use the federal express entry, you can stay anywhere in Canada. But if you are restricted to a particular province, you have to know where you want to stay in that province. Because here, when I got here, I've never, you see this thing that Lai says, that he says, oh, info in your info. It is like, it is info.
What?
Because my God, you need information. See, forget, I don't want to know if you are quiet, or if you don't put your mouth and ask some things, you will not know. That is how they operate in this Canada. Nobody just walks up to you and say, hey, do you know you can do this? You have to be the one to ask them questions. You are not going to, and by the time you ask them, you'll be like, oh my God, I've been losing on some things. Some people will tell you there's some things that are free here, that some that are, they say, don't open this thing, do this thing, it will pay you. And you don't know, you are just wasting money, you are spending money. So you have to really, really be around people that are very, 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 very good with communication and information. Like I was saying before, if you're going to Ontario, in Ontario, there are like over 52 cities. There are some places that I've even been that even my sister was telling me, Duni, me, I've not even been here. Like, I've been living here for like 4 years. I've not been here before, because it is big. Ontario is big. So you have to know, okay, what are the places I want to stay? Do you understand? Where do I want to stay? Do I want to stay here? Okay, you're going to consider some things. You're going to consider accommodation, the fees, bills. Okay, is it close to a city? Is it a city? Job opportunities. Those are the things you should be doing while you are even in Canada, or you land in your Airbnb or something. Get those information. You can't just say, oh, you are going here, because you are still coming and you are still spending naira. You've not started working here that you are spending Canadian dollars. You're still spending naira, so you are converting. Even though I'm still converting up to today. Yes, everybody saying you need to stop converting, but the Nigerian in me has refused to stop converting, because I love to something like this. I'll say, just to do this thing, $40. I'll say 40,000 naira. I would have done it 2,000 naira in my country. You get, but I feel it's just normal. It will go over the time, right? So check out those job opportunities, accommodation. How close is it to the city? Bus system, are there buses? But buses in Canada are okay, but yeah, are there buses, bus stops and everything? You might want to consider all of that, right? And if you don't use the PMP route, so that you are like restricted to a province, you know that now you have a lot of options. You can stay in Alberta, Saskatchewan, a lot of places. So just use those things. But two things, right, to do when you come to Canada is to get your social insurance number. Now, I know that some of you want to stop this video right now and say, I beg, I don't need all of this information. But you don't know when it will come in handy. Send it to the people that need it, right? Or share, just share, so that you can spread information too. Your social security number, this is very, very important, because if you don't have this, you can't work in Canada. If you don't have this, you can open a bank account. Yes, when you land at, I don't know your airport, but I landed at Toronto Airport. When you land at Toronto Airport, they will be rushing you like this, come and do. But me, I did not want to do, because this is my first time in country. I was like, okay, nobody told me to do anything in the airport. I don't want to do anything that they will now tell me, oh wow, you're not supposed to do it. Because here too, you have to be very, very careful. You have to be very careful with scammers and everything. So since my staff did not tell me, I was like, let me not do. Do you understand? But I should have just done. But when I now got here and I went to Service Canada, is it Service Canada or Service Ontario? Yeah, I went to Service on Canada, then I did it. It didn't take up to 40 minutes, to be honest. It didn't take up to. So I took my COPR. So your COPR, so that COPR, right, is like very, very important. You need to keep it, because you're still going to use it. That's your only means of identification. And I also learned that you have to keep it even till you get, even if after you have your PR card, you have to keep that COPR. It is that important. So you take your COPR, your passport, international passport, you take those two, right? Then you take it to Service Canada. Mapping is very good here. Just type Service Canada on your map, on your Google map, and it will just bring the ones closest to you, and you go and you do it. That's all you need. When you collect your social insurance number, you have to note, you cannot afford to share with anybody. It is like your NIN in Nigeria, but it's more serious than NIN. You can't call it to anybody that, oh, this is my social. The only people that are entitled to have your social insurance number is your employer. And that your employer self is when they've given you your job, not the process of maybe what's it called, applying for jobs. They must have given you the job. Do you understand? Like documentation process. Do you get? That is when you need to give. You have to be very careful. be careful, don't lose guard, please. Thank you very much. Then the third thing you're going to do is open a bank account. Yes, obviously, you're just coming, you brought in some money, you need a bank account. So they're also going to need your SIN number or documents here to open a bank account, because I mean, according to what I was told, everything is linked here. By the time they type your SIN number, everywhere you've worked, if you have a bad record, everything is there. So that's like your identity number basically. So every of your information is there. So you make sure that you open a bank. So for bank, there are quite a number of banks, and I'm not even here to tell you not to open any bank. But as a newcomer, let me give you one tip. You have to be very, 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 very smart about it, because there are some banks that they offer some incentive to newcomers. If you don't know, you don't know. I swear. If you don't know, you don't know. There are some banks that they will not give you anything in Shingbai. While they will, to some other banks, they'll be giving you $4,000 Costco shopping. Some other banks will be giving you $200. So you have to what? Shine your eyes. So there are quite a number of banks. There's TD Bank, CIBC, RBC. Personally, because for me and my sister, right, she has a very good experience with RBC. Me, I have bad experience with RBC. So I opened CIBC. I have CIBC, I have RBC, I have both, but I use more of my CIBC. Do you get? So that one, you have to also know the incentive, because you need it. You need all those small money, all those small change. Like I think CIBC gave me $400 Costco shopping mall. I have not a shopping card, but I've not even used it because I need to meet up with some what's it called, requirements, like pay some money, you know, all those things, right? Then they will give me. Why I learned that some will give you $200, but RBC did not even give me anything, to be honest. So I mean, I don't know. So make sure you look for that incentive. Google it. Google all the bank. So what package? Or you ask them. Yeah, if you call them on phone, or you ask them. So what package do you have for newcomers, or a new immigrant, or a newly permanent resident person? You know, you ask those information. If they tell you, they don't give anything. Use your choice. Then another thing that's linked with the bank account is credit card, right? Some banks, different banks have their different policies. Some banks, like RBC, I told you I had a very bad. RBC, funny, you guys, you won't even believe that I'm just getting my credit card, and that's because RBC refused to give me a credit card for some reason, and I don't know. I'm not even here to say that story another time. That's another story for another day, right? But you have to ask them. So I learned that they're supposed to give you a particular amount even as a newcomer, irrespective of. But some people will require you to have your PR card. Some people will require you to, you know, have that COPR. So ask questions with the bank, and they will give you your credit card so that you will use to maintain body and so. You can either go to the bank to change your money, but don't try to change your money at the airport. The rate is not favorable. Or you use the Lemonade app, the LEMFI. Lemonade, contact me. Let's work together. Send me, what's it called, for this advert. So you can use the Lemonade app, right, to just transfer your money and everything. That's good. And the fourth thing to do is to get a phone number. Yes, you're done with all of that. Well, it is not in a particular order, to be honest, but I mean, you have to do your SIN. The SIN is very important. The SIN is very important. That one is like very important. Your bank too. So you can actually get a phone number so that they will use it for your bank opening. So you get like that. Just write it out and tick it as you do it. You need to get a very good mobile line when you land at Toronto Airport. I don't know about any other airport. That's why I keep on emphasizing on Toronto Airport. You know. Oh, sorry. Some people will say Toronto Airport. Okay. So when you land at Toronto Airport, there are people there, like all those sales rep that tell you, oh, you want to open it? You can open there. Actually, it is good. It will save the stress of going to another, maybe a mall to open it. But make sure, because I've noticed that some people make some mistakes of, you know, because of the amount, right? For here, right, they can tell you you're going to pay $40 or $34 or $50, and you are calculating that, oh my God, that's 50,000 naira just to get a SIM that you get 200 naira in Lagos. You know, and maybe data 1.5. What is that? You know, and they go for a cheaper one. So you know, the thing about the cheaper ones, right, is that you can be inside and there's network. You can be outside and there's no network. How will recruiters contact you? How will your colleagues contact you if you have to go to one mountain too? Because yeah, it happens. There's some very, 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 very low mobile line that the network will be doing off and on. So try to stick with the good ones like Rogers, Freedom, Kodo, all those ones that are good, right? See the way I'm spilling the tea, I'm spilling everything for you because I want everything to move on smoothly. I understand how it is like transitioning. Oh my god, it is not easy. So I'm just trying to make everything easy for you, right? All right, so the next one is your health card, right? For this health card, everybody needs a health card. If you don't have your health card, you cannot go to hospital, you cannot go to a walk-in clinic, right? So but for health card, you have to have one of the following. I think I'll put it in the video. You have to have your PR card or COPRL. That COPRL, I'm not sure if they accept it, but the most important one is either you have a bill, like your mobile bill, like okay, you've paid for a month, now you have another one that you paid for, utility bill for your house bill, the house that you've rented, so that will take you for like a month. After a month, the bill, then you can also have your bank statement, you know, all of that. Before the bank sends you a statement, that will be after a month. So you might not get your health card immediately, because even me, I tried to use someone else's, you know, utility bill. They told me no, that it has to be in my name. So I had to wait till I got my statement of account and I used it. So you go with your statement of account, your PR card, and your international passport. Do you understand? So that's what you use to get your health card. And where to get your health card is Service Ontario. Same thing, Google Map, Service Ontario near me. It will bring it out. Map the bus, you get there. That's all the information you need. So carry all of that and go. Also, when you apply and everything, they're not going to give you your card like straight up. They'll give you like a paper form that, but it has your health card number and everything. But that one you can still tender it when you're going to hospital. But God forbid that you're sick and everything. But I mean, you can't help this thing, so you need to do it to ASAP. Then the fourth one is, I don't know, I have lost count. Is the fourth one? The next one is driver's license, right? So yeah, when I was in Nigeria, I was like, oh, bring your driver's license extract. This is say you will skip the training, you will not do anything. It's a lie. But I'm not saying you should not bring it. You have to bring it because you are definitely going to skip one exam, but you are not skipping all of the exams. If you are bringing your driver's license, and don't bring your driver's license if you just got your driver's license 2 months before traveling. Don't bother. Don't waste money. Just use that money. Use it to buy snacks or chicken and chips when you are at the airport and you are waiting for your connecting flight. But if you've been driving for 2 years, 1 year, like 5 years, you know, bring your driver's extract, definitely. But you are going to take a G1 test. The T1 test is the knowledge test. That one is okay, your knowledge of the road signs, you know, bus stops and everything. Everybody will take. If you like been driving for 10 years, you have to take that G1 test. So when you come, you go and register for a G1 test, right? I think it's about $160 or thereabout. It's 20 questions. You have to pass 16. If you miss more than 16, you're taking it again. So you have to prepare for it. Read. I mean, then after that, for people that have, you know, been driving for a long time in Nigeria or their country, then you will now skip G2 and move on to G1. The G1 is the driving. The instructor is going to be beside you like this and he will pass you. So the way I was told, like, oh, when you come and you've been driving, you will skip some. No, you will still take some exams. But so someone that just started driving or does not have a driver's license will take 3. So you take G1, you take G2, and the full G, right? So when you take your G1, you wait for like 9 months and you take your G. But if you have your G1, you can still drive, but someone that has a full G has to be beside you. Do you understand? So that's it, because you know Canada's driving system is different. Like, oh my god, it is way different. I feel like maybe sometime we'll talk about it on this channel. Like, you have to stop at every bus stop, and when I say stop, I'm not saying just reduce, you know, maybe don't accelerate on. No, it's going back to 0 before you move. So all those kind of things, right? Then again, if you have your driver's license extract, you can get a car and you're still able to drive in a new city or new country for, I think, 60 to 90 days. So if you've been driving for like years in Nigeria, if you have your driver's license that is not expired, you can still drive for 60. You can lease a car and drive for 7. But you note that you have to have a car insurance. You cannot drive a car in Canada without insuring it. It is not possible. So if you're going to lease the car, you have to insure it. If you're going to buy a car, you're going to insure it. If you want to drive, you have to insure it, and it's going to be way expensive compared to someone that already has a G or G2 or G1 or thereabout. You understand? But I'm just trying to tell you, give you other options, like people with family, like family of 6, and you feel like, I think let's just for the first 3 months, let's before I gather money to buy a car, let's lease the car. You can drive, but you have to insure it. You can't drive without insuring your car. Then the next thing, for this is for people that, their family, they have kids and everything. You have to enroll your children, enroll them in schools, right? The way Canada work is, if I'm living in point A, I cannot take my students, my children rather, to Z school. It has to be a trackable distance from my house. So, you can Google it, research, the schools that you want. There are a lot of public schools. And the good news is that education is free from kindergarten to high school. So you are in luck if you have a child, or you're pregnant, you have a baby and you're in Canada. But like they say, they are waiting for you in university, because university is always very expensive. But I mean, if you eat the stress of kindergarten all to high school, it's something, to be honest. So if you have kids, you have to enroll them immediately, because but the matter fact that they are in maybe GS1 in Nigeria does not mean that they might be in GS1 in Canada. Sometimes they might even have to go back. Do you understand? Yes, they might even have to go back to another grade, maybe grade 6 or grade 8, or so you have to make sure you have all this information. And if you're already living in a particular place and you enroll them and you change the location to another place across the road, that doesn't mean that they're going to go to that same school, because they work with different distance. Your school to your house, your children's school to your house must not be so far, not like the ones that we will be trekking from. God, we suffered in this life. We'll be trekking from when in school, then primary school, secondary school, like we'll be trekking very far place. No, it's not like that in Canada. Do you understand? So the next thing is to build your resume, right? Build your resume. There's a resume template for Canada. You have your number that you're going to put, you have your email, go online, search for resumes, and make sure that you tailor your CV to each role that you want to apply for. So if you're going to apply for a pharmacy, definitely them not even use pharmacy, because you can't even work as a pharmacist. You have to take an exam. So maybe, for example, HR, now you have to tailor your CV to the job descriptions of the work, right? Don't say I told you anything, but that's how they do it. You tailor your CV to the job descriptions of the work, right? Sometimes in the Canadian CV, you don't even need to put anything Lagos. You don't need to put anything Nigeria. You don't understand. You don't need to put all of that. Just go online. You will see different templates, right? And the last one, I don't know. The last one is build your network. Associate info. Like I never really understood it until I moved to Canada. You need to associate with people. People have information in this life. If you don't ask, you don't ask. If you don't know, you don't know. You will just be there. You will be spending, or you will be finding like, why are these people doing it? But you are there spending everything. Like I said earlier, spending money, spending a lot of things, and that better ways to do it. Even grocery stores, right? People that have stayed there, they already know, this grocery store is cheaper, this grocery store is, they have all of this, is a one-stop. So you need all those information. Don't get me doing big girl, big boy, I'm saying, by the time you get there, you're still spending naira, so you're not a big girl yet. You have to calm down. By the time you get to store, you've already bought like $500 groceries, and meanwhile someone bought their own $200. You see, you can't. Maybe it's just me, because me, I can cry. If it happens to me, I can cry. So that's it. And the last one is the bus pass. You need to get a bus pass. If you don't have a car, if you're not leasing a car yet, you are going to get a bus pass. And bus passes are very, very cheap. Like I think $2 and everything to get a ride. So that's why everybody is running. Like I remember one day I tweeted that I did not know that I can still run so well, because the bus was already like at my back like this, and you have to get to the bus stop, else it will not stop. The kind of race I did there, oh my god, that is what we call 100-meter senior girls. Even me, I was proud of myself that, oh my god, I'm still good. I can still compete for 100 meters senior girls. Tobia Motion is learning. Hello. But that's sad about that. So you need a bus pass. You can go online, whatever city you are. I can't say for other cities. I can only say for my own city. Whatever city you are, make sure that you Google online how to get a bus pass. You call them. Like calling is actually, once you buy your line. You can call anybody in Canada, it is free till the month end. It is free. Your data, but maybe it's not data that might be bought. Of course, you get internet in your house. So do you understand? So that's bad. You also get internet in your house. So when you're getting your mobile line, you can get internet too in your house. Do you understand? And that's that about that. If you have any other thing to chip in, if you are not a new immigrant and you've been here for so long, please help us. Tell us the other things that we need to do, the other things we need to know. Let's enjoy together. Let's enjoy this transitioning from our home country to Canada. Let's enjoy it together. And that's that about that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, please. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers. We really need to get to 1,000 subscribers. What's going on? Thank you so much. You see your girl, Dunes to Do. Till next time.